Section 1. A World on Fire. Recent extreme weather events. The images are stark. Wildfires rage across once lush landscapes, leaving behind charred earth and displaced families. Entire villages disappear beneath rising floodwaters, a testament to the destructive power of nature unleashed. These are not scenes from a dystopian future, but the stark reality of a world grappling with the escalating consequences of global warming. The recent wildfires that ravaged Australia, the Amazon, and California, the unprecedented heat waves across Europe and North America, and the devastating floods in Asia and Africa, all point to a planet in distress. These events, once considered rare, are becoming increasingly common and intense, signaling a dangerous shift in our climate system. These catastrophic events are a wake-up call, a stark reminder that climate change is not a distant threat, but a present danger. We are living through the consequences of decades of inaction, and the urgency to act has never been greater. Section 2. The science is clear. Global warming is real and human-caused. The scientific consensus on global warming is unequivocal. Our planet is warming at an alarming rate, and human activities are the primary driver. Decades of research, countless studies, and overwhelming evidence from multiple scientific disciplines all converge on this undeniable truth. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, the leading international body for the assessment of climate change, has concluded with over 95% certainty that human activities, primarily the burning of fossil fuels, are the dominant cause of the observed warming since the mid-20th century. The science is clear. The Earth's atmosphere is trapping more heat than it should, causing a gradual increase in global temperatures. This warming effect is primarily driven by the release of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, from human activities like burning coal, oil, and gas for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes. Section 3. Feeling the heat, rising temperatures, and shifting weather patterns. The consequences of a warming planet are far-reaching and increasingly evident in our daily lives. Rising global temperatures are not just about hotter summers. They are driving a cascade of changes in our climate system, leading to more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. We are already witnessing these changes firsthand. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and severe, putting immense strain on human health, infrastructure, and ecosystems. Droughts are intensifying, leading to water shortages, crop failures, and increased wildfire risk. The polar regions, particularly the Arctic, are warming at an even faster rate than the global average, leading to the melting of glaciers and ice sheets, contributing to rising sea levels and disrupting delicate ecosystems. Section 4. The human cost impacts on health, displacement, and inequality. The impacts of climate change are not just environmental, they are deeply social and economic, with profound implications for human health, displacement, and global inequality. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and environmental degradation are already taking a toll on human lives and livelihoods, exacerbating existing inequalities and creating new ones. Heat waves, particularly in urban areas, can lead to heat stroke, respiratory problems, and cardiovascular disease, disproportionately affecting vulnerable populations such as the elderly, infants, and those with pre-existing health conditions. Droughts and floods can contaminate water sources, leading to outbreaks of waterborne diseases and posing significant risks to public health. Climate change is also driving displacement and migration on a massive scale. As sea levels rise, coastal communities are being inundated, forcing millions to flee their homes. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts are also displacing people from their homes and livelihoods, creating climate refugees. Section 5. Drowning cities, vanishing islands, sea level rise, and coastal erosion. The relentless rise of the oceans is one of the most dramatic and alarming consequences of global warming. As global temperatures increase, glaciers and ice sheets melt at an accelerating rate, adding vast amounts of water to the oceans. This, combined with the thermal expansion of seawater as it warms, is causing sea levels to rise at an unprecedented pace. The implications of sea level rise are profound, particularly for coastal communities and island nations. Low-lying areas are at risk of permanent inundation, displacing millions of people and submerging entire cities. Coastal erosion is intensifying, threatening infrastructure, ecosystems, and cultural heritage sites. Small island developing states, many of which are located in low-lying areas, are particularly vulnerable to sea level rise. These nations face an existential threat, with their very existence at stake as rising seas swallow their land, contaminate freshwater sources, and erode their coastlines. Section 6. Nature's Fury Unleashed. Extreme weather events and their growing intensity. As the Earth's climate system warms, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, floods, droughts, and wildfires are becoming more frequent, intense, and unpredictable. These events, once considered rare occurrences, are now becoming the new normal, wreaking havoc on communities, ecosystems, and economies worldwide. The science is clear. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, providing more fuel for hurricanes and intensifying rainfall, leading to more severe flooding. Conversely, in other regions, higher temperatures can exacerbate droughts, drying out vegetation and increasing the risk of wildfires. These extreme weather events have devastating impacts. They cause widespread destruction, claiming lives, destroying homes and infrastructure, displacing communities, and disrupting economies. The costs of these disasters are staggering, both in terms of human life and financial resources. Section 7. A Thirsty Planet. Water Scarcity, Drought, and Agricultural Disruption. Water, the elixir of life, is becoming increasingly scarce in many parts of the world, a crisis exacerbated by climate change. As global temperatures rise, droughts are intensifying, rainfall patterns are shifting, and glaciers, which serve as vital freshwater sources for billions of people, are melting at an alarming rate. The consequences of water scarcity are far-reaching, impacting agriculture, human health, ecosystems, and global stability. Droughts can decimate crops, leading to food shortages, price spikes, and economic hardship, particularly in developing countries where agriculture is a primary source of livelihood. Water scarcity can also lead to social unrest, conflict, and displacement as communities compete for dwindling resources. The World Bank estimates that by 2050, water scarcity could displace tens of millions of people, creating a new wave of climate refugees. Section 8. From coral reefs to rainforests. Biodiversity loss and ecosystem collapse. Climate change is not only a threat to human societies, it is also driving a profound crisis in the natural world, leading to biodiversity loss and ecosystem collapse on a scale unseen in human history. From the icy poles to the lush rainforests, ecosystems around the world are under immense stress from rising temperatures, shifting rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea due to their incredible biodiversity, are particularly vulnerable to warming waters. Ocean acidification, caused by the absorption of excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, is also threatening marine life, disrupting food chains and altering ocean chemistry. On land, forests are facing unprecedented threats from deforestation, wildfires, and climate change. These ecosystems, which play a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate, absorbing carbon dioxide, and providing habitat for countless species, are being degraded at an alarming rate. Section 9. A Call to Action, Individual and Collective Solutions for a Sustainable Future. The urgency of the climate crisis demands immediate and ambitious action from all sectors of society. We can no longer afford to delay or deny the reality of climate change. The time for action is now, and it requires a collective effort from individuals, communities, businesses, and governments worldwide. The transition to a sustainable future requires a fundamental shift in our energy systems, consumption patterns, and relationship with the natural world. We must rapidly transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, geothermal, and tidal power. We need to reduce our carbon footprint through energy efficiency measures, sustainable transportation, and responsible consumption habits. We must protect and restore our forests, oceans, and other ecosystems that play a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate. Section 10. Our choice, apathy, or action. The climate crisis is a defining challenge of our time, a test of our collective will and ingenuity. The path forward is clear. We can choose apathy and inaction, condemning future generations to a world ravaged by climate chaos, or we can choose action, embracing the urgent need for change and building a more sustainable and equitable future for all. The choice is ours. We can be the generation that allowed the climate crisis to spiral out of control, or we can be the generation that rose to the challenge, transforming our societies and safeguarding our planet for generations to come. Let us choose wisely. Let us choose action. Let us choose hope.